The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Frank Gaetano here for Hail Trace for your 12 p.m. daily hail forecast. As always, brought to you by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and Art of the Supplement from Balance Claims. Make sure you check out their Facebook pages. They're in the description below this video. But let's get right into today's weather headlines. We had a 5-star map yesterday in the Austin, Texas metro area. Up to tennis ball size hail. We'll have a quick review of that in just a second here. We do have a marginal hail risk for today from east central Texas. Houston is barely in the risk. We'll talk about that a little bit. And that kind of goes over around through the Gulf Coast towards central and northern parts of Florida. We'll talk about that as well. And then things get quiet. So unfortunately, we do have a risk, marginal risk again tomorrow, but things do quiet down for several days, and I'll talk about when we can expect to see the next decent hail risk that's showing up on the models. So let's get right into yesterday's storm reports. We do have a good spattering of large hail reports that was in Texas, and then we have some sub-severe hail reports over in the southeast and the Gulf Coast region. But right here was one big-time storm that went through the Austin, Texas area with hail up to tennis ball size in just north of Austin, Texas, in the Round Rock area. And yes, no Derek with the green suit today. He's not here. That's right. So you got me. Deal with it. If we look at our storm report totals from yesterday, 34 large hail reports, 2 wind reports. Where does that bring us since January 1st? Just over 1,100 hail reports. We got 225 tornado reports and just over 1,300 wind reports. So hail keeping up with the wind for now, for the time being. We'll see how that looks as we get towards more into spring and then towards the beginning of the summertime as well. Let's take a look at that hailstorm highlight for the Austin, Texas area. So Round Rock, Pflugerville, Tomball, Texas. We did have some quarter to half dollar size hail, some isolated ping pong ball size hail in the Tomball, Texas area. Maximum size for this map is baseball size hail. Total homes impacted, just under 113,000. It was about 80,000 homes affected in this storm in particular, and almost 25,000 homes affected in the Houston-Tomball area. So let's move into the current conditions. We do have some showers and some weak thunderstorms, elevated thunderstorms going on in northeast Texas, and then we also have some showers here along the Gulf Coast. We do have a cold front that's sagging southward through the area, and that's going to be just out ahead of that cold front is going to be the driving factor for our potential for marginally severe hail in the Houston area today, as that cold front sags southward and pushes the moisture out with it. Let's zoom out here to our current temperatures around the country. Freezing temperatures in Denver, only 69 degrees in Houston, 60 in Dallas. Miami is the top spot at 84, and then we're still chilly and with rain and some mixing stuff going on in the northeast up in central New York. Let's take a look at the dew points in the region. So kind of similar to yesterday, not crazy dew points. We do have elevated thunderstorms, so that's above the surface layer that those thunderstorms are initiating, but we do have a muggy 64, super muggy 75 degree dew point in Corpus Christi and 65 in San Antonio. And let's take a look at what that cold front's going to do to these dew points today as it sags southward. It's pushing that moisture off and to the south, and that dry air is starting to move in. And how long is that dry air going to stick around? I'll talk about that at the end of the video when we go into our extended forecast. So yeah, we do see the dew points, pushing down, and then how's that going to look for our radar today? We do see some storms in the northern part of Houston there around 2, 3 p.m. So that's your marginal risk for Houston. May just be north, or we could clip the northern sections of Houston as well. And as we work our way eastward towards the Orlando area, we do see storms coming in later tonight. So we could see a first round of storms come through around 6, 7 o'clock in the Orlando area, and then they come through later towards the 2 to 3 a.m. time range again as well. Could just be north of Orlando, kind of similar to Houston, but if we can get those storms to be far enough south, we could see some marginally severe hail in the Orlando area as well. So forecast max hail size for today, generally quarter to half dollar size, but we could see hail as large as ping pong ball size and your maximum hail size for these storms. And what's that going to look like for our pineapple yellow colored hail risk today? Quarter to half dollar size hail. For Houston, we do have a low risk for there. We also have a low risk for Lake Charles and a pretty low risk for New Orleans. Generally low risks across the board today for that marginally severe hail. And let's work our way to the east and look at Orlando. Again, low risk level. So keep doing those hail dances. Hopefully we can get some decent marginally severe hail in one of these cities today. If this will go forward, there we go. Here's our city forecast for Houston. Like I said, maximum hail size, about half dollar size hail. Pretty low chance of that happening, and definitely a low chance of golf ball size or greater. And then we'll take a look at Orlando. Again, low maximum hail size of 1.25, low chance of 1 inch hail happening, and a low chance of greater than golf ball size chance of that hail happening. Excuse me. So let's move on here. Hail forecast for tomorrow. We do have another marginal risk for tomorrow. Generally Florida Panhandle, northern Florida, and then southern Georgia, and just clipping Alabama, but a low-end risk for Tallahassee and Jacksonville. That'll be tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. We'll see some scattered storms happening. Let's take a look at what that looks like here. This is the morning, coming through the morning hours. Those storms dissipate, and then coming into the early, mid, and late afternoon hours, we do see scattered storms developing in the area going into the evening hours. This cuts off at 7, but you do still see those scattered storms in the area. And now let's talk about the extended forecast. So this is basically our current dew points right now. Decent moisture in southern Texas, but as that front pushes through, we're going to see that. Look at that dry air move in. And that doesn't really go anywhere. We don't really see that moisture start to come back until mid to late next week. This is Thursday going into Friday. Friday evening, this is where this is going to stop. So that's the next time that the models are picking up on us getting that moisture return into the southern plains. and that coincides with the next really decent looking system that's supposed to be rolling through as well. So we do have a bit of a lull here, a bit of a quiet time, and we got to wait for that moisture to come back for our next really decent hail risk for the Southern Plains. But that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you stay updated with us. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That's at HailTrace for all of those. And if you do want to get in contact with us, it's 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or you can log on to hailtrace.com and message us directly for any questions, comments, or concerns. For HailTrace, I'm meteorologist Frank Itano. Everybody have a great rest of your Friday and a great rest of your weekend.